Yeah, so this is the last game of they paid for this live session on the PS5. Hopefully I don't get any more PS5 games. Nothing against the PS5, but streaming on the PS5 sucks, especially if you're trying to do a variety stream with a bunch of different games, because it ends the stream every time you switch your game, which is very annoying. But this is the Nameless City. I guess I'll do an intro. You're tuning the Chunts. My name is Ty. But this is the Nameless City, brought to you by Sometimes You. Thank you for a key to this game earlier today, and on one of the other 4 streams that have happened today, we played Mouthhole, which was another game by this publisher. I don't know about dev, because the dev wasn't listed on the Keymailer site. It just listed Sometimes You, so I'm guess as the publisher. So they publish these like weird niche games, but we're gonna check it out. And as with the other games of the day, I don't know how long I'm gonna be going for, but I want to get at least like 30 minutes in each game, and so far I've done that, with a couple of them going a little longer than 30 minutes. Remote in the desert of Araby lies the Nameless City, crumbling and inarticulate. It must have been thus before the first stones of Memphis were laid. A while the bricks of Babylon were yet unbaked. There is no legend so old as to give it a name, or to recall that it was ever alive. It was of this place that Abdul al-Hazred, the mad poet, dreamed of the night before he sang his unexplained couplet. That is not dead which can eternal lie, with strange eons even death may die. I think this is going to be another weird, puzzly walking sim like Mouthhole. Mouthhole reminded me a lot of mouthwashing. Not because it's fucking, mouth is in the name or anything, but it was very like psychological horror. I find myself in the deserts. Shalalud!
When I came upon the Nameless City, in the ghastly stillness of unending sleep, it looked at me,
Wow.
chilly, from the rays of a cold moon amidst the desert's heat, and as I returned its look, I forgot my triumph at finding it.
Is this is this fucking, H.P. Lovecraftian? It kind of feels like that. Whoa, why is I didn't do that, did I? I didn't think I pressed that button. I don't know why the camera was inverted, that was weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna aimlessly walk around. Cool visuals. I like this retro style. Let me see your style. The moon looks really sweet. Cool fog effect. It's very atmospheric. Sandstorm rages relentless fury. I shall set up camp nearby and wait for this fierce wind to subside. Set up camp. Sleep until morning. Turn the volume down, it's still pretty loud. The The walls lacks carvings or inscriptions, leaving me unable to determine if the inhabitants of the city were humans. If they were humans. It appears this oddly shaped rock has fallen from the structure. Strangely, its texture is rough, as though the arid winds of the desert haven't eroded it. Right. Behind the pillar, I can get a glimpse of a strange glyph. Its mere sight makes me shiver. The statue appears to be an ancient idol of unfathomable faith. The grotesque eyes and teeth are strangely more intricate than the rest of the image. The sole imagination of the perverse rituals officiated here to venerate this deity sends my mind to wander in a sea of despairs and madness. Alright, I have like a madness meter. Signs of ancient race that dwelled here adorn this primitive altar. This desolate place is reminiscent of an ancient temple. What forgotten and dreadful rites would have occurred here? This is pretty cool. I like it so far. My mind is going crazy though. That was a weird texture. Try and stay on the path. I feel like Shala Halud is gonna get me if I step off. What the fuck? What's happening up here? Whoa. Dispel.
Felt something trying to establish contact with me. Yet I felt its voice inside my brain. Its faint whisper still lingers around this place. There should be another glyph around.
Interesting. The city is adorned with these cryptic glyphs. I'm haunted by the certainty that I have seen the sigil during my studies of the occult. Yet its meaning is shrouded by a grey veil of time. Like an A24 video game.
This feeling again.
Cloth.
A sharp
Trophy.
pain
The
inside
second
my
glyph has
skull.
been found.
However, the meaning of these glyphs has begun to unveil itself to me.
Glyphs.
I have started to transcribe them into my journal, as I am convinced they hold the key to unlock the secrets of the city.
Dispel. Oh. Okay, so I've got some kind of like magic system. Well, I can probably dispel this wall right here. Cool. The first barrier trophy earned. I find myself coming and gooning constantly. I have no control, for it seeps from my inner being. I must goon. I must edge. There is no alternative. That's right, puppy. The device before me bears a strong resemblance to the sun clock. However, after seeing the raging wind that rises at nightfall, I'm drawn to the superstition that this civilization was more fascinated by the lunar mysteries than by the glare of the sun. Sundial. Getting so many achievements.
The sandstorm emerges from the insides of the city, and then shrouds the ruins at night.
This is really fucking cool. This is a neat game. Alright, we have the glyph now so we can get through here.
It doesn't want to be explored at night.
Well, I'm gonna explore the city even if it doesn't want me to. The structure is decorated with these unfathomable symbols. New milestone reached. You increased your trophy level 270. You're 0% to the next level. I don't know if that's good. PlayStation users, is that good? It must have a holy significance for the inhabitants of the city. Or perhaps it connects to an important monument for the civilization. Oh shit! I noticed my stamina going down really fast. The structure is decorated. Oops. Is that game over? What's happening? Hello? Oh. I'm a wanderer. I wander around. I think I've gone insane. Whoa. Okay, I think that was a glitch. Do I still have the... Okay, cool, I still have the things. There's like a visual glitch happening too. There's like those little dots. I don't know what the hell that's all about. I'm a wanderer. I wander around. Oh, there's a place to explore over here too. Muffled aquatic noises emanate from the pit before me. Could there be a subterranean mass of water beneath the city? Pit. Achievement. Looked into the pit. You get an achievement for doing anything in this game. Crawl. Okay. Wow. On the far side of the precipice, a grand structure has been carved in stone. An unnatural glow emanates from its sides, as though the eldritch monument was inviting me to unearth its mysteries. These statues are expelling turbulent gusts of sand and gravel. Is this phenomenon a whim of nature, or were these structures built for a purpose that has been buried in the aeons? Whoa. Whoa. A glyph has etched upon this rock a symbol that I have studied during my research of the occult. The Elder Ring. Curiously, an unexplainable sense of security envelops me when I'm near this glyph, as its very form were a ward against the dreadful secrets of the city. The Elder Sign, that is gold achievement. Feeling safe here. Well, good thing I'm feeling safe here, because I died. If I crouch. Interesting. There's a statue over there. What goes up must come down. If it goes up, then it comes down. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it past this one. Oh no! God, do I have to do that whole thing again? Where am I? Oh, I'm at this. Okay, I'm at this pass. It's fine. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I see the symbol for this one. I don't think I have the other thing I need. But I don't really know where to go. Huh. There's gotta be... Oh. Just go this way. Upon a distant cliff, the skeletal remains of a colossal animal repose in an eerie stillness. Could it be that the inhabitants of the city once dwelled alongside this titanic creature? It's Charlotte! That might have just fucked it up, though. Shit fuck on my balls! I don't really know what the point of uncovering them is. It kind of feels like it fucks me up. More than anything. Alright, that's a checkpoint. Puppy. See, but why would I do that? I feel like that's now blocked my path. And now I can't go this way. God damn it, I fucked it. Like, I don't think this was the right thing to do. Because now I just get pushed off the cliff every time. But there's no way for me to get by now. Oh, I'm losing sanity like crazy. Oh, what's over here? Oh shit. Just crawling the passage. Oh, it's another glyph. I already had this glyph, right? A cast? The third glyph has been found or not. Before me lies an alien device, a lifeless orb resting above an unnatural pedestal. Its ever-sifting surface is mesmerizing as it beckons me to unveil its mysteries. Touch the orb. Alright, well I can't go that way. This is a dead end. Touch the orb. Okay. Oh, it's changing the screens around. I still can't go this way, though. I don't have access to my book. I'm gonna have to reset that one. We're gonna have to go this way. Oh, whoa, that's trippy. That's weird. It's very, very weird. But now that means, yeah, I can go back this way. That's so cool. Like, how can I not see myself? Ah, shit. Now what do I do? I guess I'll hit this one again. That should block that one. That leaves that one open now. Which blocks that one. What the fuck? Now what do I do? Hmm. So I need that one to be on. But I need this one to move. Wait, that fixed it. Okay, so that's how you do it. Now we go this way. Which should lead us to the glyph at the end of this path right here.
My consciousness expand, compassing every corner of the universe, and from the depths of reality, voices whisper to me ancient and forbidden knowledge. These voices possess the secret of reshaping the very essence of matter, and they bestow that power to me.
Cool. What just happened? Oh, did I lose my sanity? Shit. Shit, I didn't even see it. Why's my sanity going down so fast? Is it for me using this spell? Well, I have to. It is. I have to, though. It's like the only way for me to progress. I mean, at least this progress stays, so it's like I can keep going. Guess I don't need to use it on every single one either. Oh shit. An enormous and eerie statue looms before the entrance of this colossal monument, as an ever-watchful sentinel that the gods of mystery buried in the depths of the Nameless City. Big statue. My most primal instincts compel me to cease the exploration of this city, but my insatiable curiosity is more intense than the most primordial of fears. Way ahead of you. I already got the torch out. The sediment that clings to the walls bears a resemblance to the remains of the ancient burial. Though I can't grasp any recognizable form in this art, I am left to ponder the possibility of whether in the deepest corners of this building any painting has survived the relentless passage of time. A massive door of brass is resting in the wall of this gloomy passage. In the darkness, as I open the door, I find myself chanting over and over again a phrase from one of the Lord Dunsany's tales. Dunsany. Dunsany boy! The unreverberate blackness of the abyss. The unreverberate blackness of the abyss. The abussy. Welcome to Jurassic Bussy.
The darkness that occupies this tunnel
Occupies.
feels unnatural. The feeble lightness of my torch is at least a poor comfort in this abyss.
Oh, Danny boy, the abyss is calling. The material of this artifact fluctuates and glows dimly. Its surface radiates a heat that is unusually soothing. Prism. Sounds like an arcade.
An icy wind aroused from these tunnels.
A rose.
Torch's light dim. Was it a mere trick of my imagination?
Trifidelius. The artifact bears a resemblance to the one that I encountered earlier, yet this time its surface is cold and lifeless. The passage of centuries may have rendered this relic inert. Losing sanity going down here. Cool, that's what I thought. Gives me sanity. It's conceivable that the inhabitants of the city fabricated these artifacts to illuminate these depths. Astoundingly, a handful of them continue to cast their light after the countless centuries. It's right, puppy. Still sounds like an arcade. The beings pictured in these frescoes are abhorrent, causing me to question if the people of the city were humans at all. Yet the reason impels me to accept the theory of these creatures, being allegorical representation of the inhabitants of the city. Several of the eldritch creatures depicted in this fresco are crawling. Could it be these cramped tunnels were intentionally constructed to evoke the nightmarish fantasy that they once roamed the very depths of the city? Maybe they were crawly boys and that's what they did. Why? This wooden case bears an unsettling resemblance to a coffin. It's miraculous that the material has not succumbed to the inexorable ravages of time. This one says, should this wooden box have served as a casket for the inhabitants of the city? It's plausible that the torturous tunnel served as a necropolis. Oh shit, torch just went out.
Torch has succumbed to the void. I must urgently seek a new source of light. As these abbeys is hungry for the last remnants of my sanity.
Mochi the abbeys. The abbeysy boy. Looks like a big eyeball. That was a big eyeball. Danny boy, the eyes are calling. I gotta keep going. I gotta get there. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Shit. Fuck, I was so close. It's because I had to use the spell. Danny boy, the pipes are calling. It's gonna be fucking close again. I don't think I'm gonna make it again. Jesus. You gotta like go fast. Hug corners. Puppy. Truffadilius. The creatures depicted in the frescoes bear a resemblance to the mummies inside the wooden cases. Could it be that the inhabitants of the city transformed the bodies of their deceased into grotesque reflections of the creatures represented in their paintings? That's right, puppy. But of course, puppy. But of course. God damn it. The contemplation of these eldritch mummies strains the very limits of my cognition. Their forms defy the boundaries of reason, even though the hands and fingers of these monstrosities resemble the human. Their bodies are the reptile kind, and their heads are the abhorrent fusions of features of the cat, the bullfrog, and the goat. My grim suspicions have been confirmed. These boxes served as coffins by the inhabitants of the city. Within the sarcophagi, a hideous mummy reposes, with a shape only conceived in the most delirious nightmares. Its very form resides beyond the comprehension, and I have long since forgotten it. Besides the most unsettling of this unnatural state of preservation of the corpse. I read those all out of order. They got the A24 soundtrack on every fucking one of these crystals. The empty coffins haunt me, almost the same as the occupied ones. Horrifying vision consumes my thoughts. The bodies of the deceased leaving their wooden graves, and wandering the city in the nightmarish procession. The importance of these eldritch beings must have been vast, as they hold the first place among the frescoed walls and the funeral rites. A relentless vision lingers in my mind, these grotesque creatures crawling in the cramped tunnels, as if the very city was constructed for them. Okay. What the fuck? I still don't have a torch. Ooh, a glyph. Uh-oh. Cthulhu.
My mind
The
was
fourth glyph has been
inundated by
found.
thousands memories, each of them a searing spike piercing my brain. Could these visions be the memories of the inhabitants
The
of
memories?
the city?
Dude, I can't fucking see
Between
anything.
reality and these eldritch visions blurs my cognition into an indistinct haze.
I'm gonna fall. I can't tell where it came from. Oh, okay. Guess I'll just fall down. Wasn't there a pit here? Oh, I guess I'll keep going. Oh, I'm losing shit fast. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Huh. I wonder if that new glyph is something I have to use. I don't know what to use it with. Where am I, though? So these are nouns, so what if we do cast? I don't know what that did. Maybe if I do... Oh, okay, cool. So I can turn the nasty pillars into good pillars now. Yeah, because otherwise I would never be able to make it anywhere. Very cool. This is a really cool game. I like this a lot. Still a little early to say. I want to get a little farther in this. Potentially, like, if it's not super long, I'd like to beat this tonight. This would be a good one to be like a one-off. But if it's like 3 hours or something, I'm not doing that. But I mean, I'm at 40-something minutes. If I can beat this before I have to get off, we'll do. Oh, there he goes. What was that? Trophy, silver. So many trophies too. Oh, I need to get to another one of these. But all the 4 games I played today, I think this one wins. I really love this like HP Lovecraftian eldritch horror vibe. I think the mechanics of the game are fun. A little spell crafting. There's lore. I think it's really good. The absence of any representation of death in their murals continues to perplex me. It is plausible that the inhabitants of the city harbored a belief in some resemblance of immortality, a delusion that bodies within the caverns would somehow endure for eternity. Mummy! Mummy, please! That's what they thought. They thought that when you became a mummy, you got sent to like the afterlife and you lived. So that's why they were buried with all their like riches and shit. They didn't think that death was the end. They thought that death was the beginning of a new life. Eternal. And by they, I mean the Egyptians. The pharaohs. Moses. I need you to get your shit out my fucking way so I can get over here and cast this shit. I'm gonna die. I think my only complaint right now is that it feels like these like corridor sections, there's maybe like one too many. Like every time I'm going through one of these sections, it feels like, all right, I've done this like 3 times now. I think we could have just used like this, like the new room. I don't think we needed. Hello? A fresco depicting a desert landscape bearing a resemblance to the desert surrounding this city. Yet the mural has a remarkable difference of a body of water near the bottom of the painting. Eons ago could have been the sea once stretched near these barren lands. Alright, calm down. The buildings depicted at the left of the fresco bear striking resemblance to the Nameless City. The presence of the body of water in the painting is haunting revelation, as it suggests that it was once constructed during the primordial times, and that its ruins survived the bygone sea. Well, this thing. Depiction of some grotesque sea creatures, their very form conveys chaos. Could they have dwelled in the antediluvian sea around the city? The presence of some strange symbols carved on their skin, akin to the glyphs I have been collecting during my exploration, suggests that these beasts and the sigils have a mysterious connection. Familiar glyphs. That's a gold trophy. 91% of people. Cast call. Nothing. Thought I'd try. This fresco depicts the city more akin, as it is nowadays, as the sea has already retreated. The foreboding night sky hints that the city's descent into decay and obscurity, as it has lost once prolific connection to the sea and the creatures that dwelled it. That looks like a naked lady. The room depicted in the fresco bears similarities to a chamber that I have previously encountered. A profane altar at the left and a mysterious idol at the right. Yet the altar is now adorned with a grotesque form that resembles a dismembered human corpse. How could it be that the inhabitants of the city were depicted as gruesome creatures in other frescoes, yet they are represented as precise humans in this painting? If my assumptions are even remotely accurate. That was a question. A circular structure made of stone surrounding by water and altar at its center. This painting strongly implies that the profane rituals practiced by the inhabitants of the city were offered dedicated to the sea deity. The enigmatic, half-open, gigantic door unveils a formless cloud of unworldly colors, unnatural for the mortal realm and perhaps the very abode of the aforementioned god. Gewird. Abode. And back to crouching. My relentless tide of thoughts inexorably returns to the disconcerting truth that, apart from the poor and barely recognizable person sacrificed on that memorial, I stand as the only human form amidst the sea of otherworldly relics and frescoes. Well, you're wrong, because there was a shadow creature, and there was a big eyeball. So, there's other shit here.
My initial presumption that the depicted creatures were representations of humans was just a shield against the profound horrors that dwell within the city's depths.
I feel like this guy's accent is getting crazier and crazier with every line of dialogue he reads.
I dare not express it with the voice of my conscious mind.
If what? He's definitely like European or something, or like Eastern European, doing like a British accent. Is this it? Is this the end? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. Lie down at the altar. Yeah, put those spikes through my head, please. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, there's 3 moons. Oh, it's like the Dark Crystal. There's multiple moons. They're gonna align, and the Agatha or whatever her name is gonna freak out. Girlflight.
The recollections of my visit to the Nameless City are an amalgam of an eldritch nightmare and an uncanny reality. Amidst a hazy fog are my memories. A vivid sensation endures. Inexorable dread of being pulled into an otherworldly abyss of light.
Abyss? He did it again. He said abyss weird. Abyss. I think this is the end.
Those silhouettes, the eerie forms of the crawling reptiles of the Nameless City, against the luminous ether of the abyss. And indelible mark that is etched in my worst nightmares at night is the vision of the grotesque, gargantuan beast that reigns over the city beyond the wall.
Yeah, this just sounds like Cthulhu. Like, I forgot what the end of story. I forgot what the Nameless City Platinum. I got all the achievements. Yay! Another platinum for my collection. I think the Nameless City is the Cthulhu. Except the Cthulhu story is like he's on a boat and he wakes up at like the bottom of the ocean in the middle of the night and everyone else is gone and he's just there by himself. And then he like wanders into a city, like an underground city, just like this. And then he eventually does come across a giant octopusian being. It's a very good short story. I actually don't even think it's the best of H.P. Lovecraft's stories. He's got some really good ones. One of my favorites is the musical one where it's like a violinist and he makes fantastic music and he's in like a house and he lives like locked up and there's a patron who like stays at the house and he wants to go and like see the person playing and stuff and he spends all this time like hyping himself up to go and talk to this person every time he goes to talk to him. There's no one for him to talk to and that kind of shit happens. And then he finally like gets access and opens the door and it's like he's like playing music and spawning like a dimensional tear. And so he's like a madman summoning this like this like tear in reality and it's such a cool, it describes so cool and it's such a good story. I don't remember what it's called, but it's one of H.P. Lovecraft's and it's very good. This was fantastic. This was really good. I love games that I can sit down and play and they keep me like grasped and hooked in the entire time. Like from start to finish, I was like, this is neat. This is neat. The only downside I had was like a couple sections where it was like, all right, this kind of feels like padding. I've done this corridor like 3 times. It's the same thing. But I think that's exactly what it was. It was padding to get you to as close to an hour runtime as you can, because we are almost exactly at an hour, like 5 minutes off from an hour. And that's great. That's perfect. Be able to sit down and have a cool tale, even if it's somewhat of a walking sim with some very light puzzle work. A cool tale with some dialogue and a lot of lore and just mystery. It's very good. This is very cool. I really like this. So Paranite Studio, I guess, is the dev for this one. But thanks to Sometimes You, the publisher of this game, for giving me a key to this game on PS5. That is going to conclude tonight's sessions. I wish it was a session. I wish I could have kept this as one thing, but now it's going to be 4 separate videos on the YouTube channel of the 4 games I played on PS5. And once I gather more PS5 games keys, I guess I'll come back and do another sessions. Or maybe from now on, I'll just do, when I get a PS5 key, I'll just do it immediately so that It's not me going live over and over again for fucking times because I have to switch the game. They should fix that, honestly. PlayStation needs to get on that shit. Like, if you're gonna support streaming from your platform, like, let us switch between games. I don't care if it pauses the screen between games. That's fine. Like, if it goes black screen, you just hear audio. Even if it paused audio and screen, just pause the, like, whatever you need to pause, mute me and pause the video until I get the next game up. But to keep the stream going, it's weird having to like make it all disconnected. And now it's like there's four separate videos that was just one stream today. Um, but yeah, I guess this is a separate video, but I'll still recap what we played. So we played four games. We started with Tiny Lands from Hidden Trap. It was a Spot the Difference game. It's very cool. If you missed that, you can go check it out on the channel. All these are available as VODs now on the channel. Then we played Mouthhole by the same publisher, Sometimes You, which was another like psychological horror game, kind of like this. It reminded me a bit of like Mouthwashing mixed with some other really indie horror games that I've seen. And then we played Duck. I cannot remember what the subtitle for that one is. It's like Duck's Ultimate uh, Cock Knuckles. I don't know. But that's from Valkyrie Initiative, and it was like a WarioWare-esque game where you play a bunch of little mini games. And then we finished off the night with the Nameless City, which I think this was the perfect thing to end this with. I was debating starting with this game, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I saved this for the end and was able to truck through. Because if I started with this, I would have been looking at the time the entire time, thinking like, oh, I got to get to the next game or whatever. But I'm glad that I was able to sit down and play this from start to finish. This was it's very cool. One and done little thing. Got the full platinum thing. Just a fun little. If you like trophies, it's an easy trophy, easy platinum right there. But this was great. This is great. I'll keep my eye out for more Paradnight Studio games. Might even check out that website that's listed right there. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's sessions. And go subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel. Go check out all the other stuff. You can link in description. You can go watch all the other They Paid for This stuff, or you can go to the main page and just see all the other stuff we're doing. We're constantly doing stuff. There's so much stuff. Thousands of videos. So many shorts. So much vor. There's just so much vor on this channel. It's crazy how much vor on this channel.